Hello everyone, today I'm looking at Hyperdemon. This game is insane. This is exactly what I actually expected from this game, exactly what I wanted. A super highly abstract, super, crazy over-the-top shooter, similar to Ultra Kill, but this time it's actually almost unbeatable or unplayable. Of course, the one thing I didn't realize about this game is that you're only supposed to play it or beat it a few minutes. If you look at the highest, tier gameplay of this game, each match will only last maybe less than 5 minutes, honestly, less than a few minutes. And so with all the strategies that you employ, it's really weird. Like, you really do have to do the training first to understand anything what's going on. But it is definitely one of the most incomprehensible, insane shooters I've ever played, where absolutely nothing, almost nothing makes sense. There are like 4 different enemy types, which each with their own kind of, style and, techniques and how you defeat them. But for the most part, the entire game is just really, really difficult. And I think what the game is based on is that it's not really based on how many enemies you kill, it's based on your score. And the way you get a higher score is by basically killing the most amount of enemies in the least amount of time. There are certain enemies where you can, stun them and bounce off of them, so movement is a huge, component of this game. So being able to jump off enemies, boost off enemies, being able to stomp enemies, and when you die, you immediately kind of restart and it sets your score. But again, your score is about how many enemies you can kill in one single go without dying. And again, this is a game where you get hit with once, and it's a totally game over. So in a way, I was actually disappointed in the sense that the game is very simple. Like, there are only 4 enemies. Yes, it is highly abstract, the most insane shooter I've ever seen. I am glad it does exist though, so at least the guy, made the game. But it's just not very playable, I guess, in a sense, because there's just so much going on. And the game is so basic, it doesn't even have a campaign or anything of the sort. It just has a scoring mode, and you can't even fight the final boss without getting your score high enough, which I definitely couldn't do. And even on the hardest difficulties, it was insane. Also, there's this, it's a really cool, really abstract game, and I really did enjoy it for the amount of time I played. It just wasn't a very long experience, but it was a very, very memorable experience. I'm really excited to see what this game does next. But yeah, there's you basically tap left button to basically shoot kind of the shotgun blast. You hold it down for a machine gun blast, and if you hold right trigger, basically you can absorb any sort of crystals or explosives in the environment and throw it at one of the bosses or whatever. There are also these blue pickups which slow down time for you and make everything super easy to aim at and shoot. But again, as much as I love the aesthetic and style of this game, it just doesn't, it just doesn't last very long. One thing I do love is the music. The music for this game is absolutely perfect. More so, the main menu music is this beautiful chanting, which I really didn't expect. This game definitely has an old school vibe to it, and I just really, really love it. It feels like one of those weird arcade games you'd play back in the day, and it's just super abstract, super cool, and I just really, really enjoyed it a lot. Anyway, another psychedelic shooter that lasts, less than 5 minutes. Depends on how much you want to, put into it, but it's a really great game. Really, really cool, and I really, really enjoyed it for the short amount of time that I played it, and that's all I can really say about it. Anyway, Hyperdemon, I love you, but I just wish you were a little bit, more to it than just a pretty package. Anyway, that's it, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.